Hello, welcome to Take Charge 2021. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from the part of the world. My name is Quinetta Nilama, and I'm going to be your host on this amazing ride, right? I can see a lot of people are here. I can't wait to be here. I can get this. My book and pen is ready. I can see all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. So, it is Take Charge 2021. Your vision board is going to help you. In fact, it's going to pivot you to the next level. So, what's a vision anyway? Your vision is dynamic and it is progressive. And we have amazing speakers in the house for you today, amazing, excellent women in the house today. So, I want you to get ready. Remember, the hashtag is Take Charge, hashtag Take Charge 2021. Okay? Hashtag Take Charge 2021. I want you to write it. I know you guys are all sitting pretty in your house right now, so you can take a picture of yourself and post it on social media and just say hashtag Take Charge. No, I mean, you say hashtag Take Charge 2021. I am ready. Okay. So I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that on social media. Let's keep this buzz going. I want to see you do that. And please, please, please share. Invite your friends, your family, share, share, share. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay? All right, it's good to see you here. Welcome again to this amazing vision board party, like I like to call it. It's going to be exciting. So the next face, the next pretty face you're going to be seeing, apart from mine, is going to be the convener. Who? She's an amazing lady. She's a powerhouse. We're going to bring her up next for a bit of some questioning. Let her tell us what to expect. I know a lot of you are excited. I can see Rhoda saying, hello, cutie, you're looking great. Oh, good to have you. Idara says, ready to take charge. Amazing. I see we're all ready, and that's the spirit. Remember, in case you're saying, I don't have my board, I don't have this, guess what? You can make a digital vision board, okay? You can bring out your phone, go to Canva, and just write, and then you can do it on your phone and it becomes your wallpaper. So we don't have excuses anymore because options are always available, right? So if you don't have your vision board ready, like if you don't have a board, you can actually do something else. Okay, have your pen, have your notebook ready, and we'll get this party started. So I'm going to be bringing up Sheon Akinloto, very soon. But however, I would like you to tell me where you are watching from. I can see all of you, but I don't know where you're watching from. So just tell me what country you're watching from. Those of you in Nigeria, if you're in America, you're in the UK, you're in Australia, you're in Germany, just tell us where you're watching from. And I'm so excited to see all of you right here in the house. So the next person you're going to be saying is Sheon Akinloto. Can we have Sheon, please?
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Oh my God, you look gorgeous. You look
Thank you.
gorgeous.
Thank you,
Good
Quinn.
to
Hi,
have you.
everyone.
I'm fine. Can you see? I can see the comment section buzzing. Like I see a lot of people. Niniola is watching from Nigeria. Good to see you. Inkiruka Ugbona is watching from Lagos. Good to see
Nice.
all of you.
Welcome,
Good to
everyone.
see all of you. Yeah, welcome. So quick one. I don't want to keep any of us waiting. So Sean, I'm going to ask you just a few questions, right?
Sure.
And I know we've heard about vision. We hear about vision board all the time, right? Like,
Mhm.
so why is the vision board exercise so important? Right?
Hmm.
And what do you hope to achieve from this? I mean, people write vision boards every year.
Mhm.
And I even heard someone say, you know what, I'm glad I didn't do a vision board for 2020 because 2020 was just not it for me. Okay.
Hmm.
So why is this particular exercise, why is it so important? And I mean, what should we um hope to achieve from this exercise?
Yes. Thank you, Quinette. Before I answer that question, I would like to thank everyone that is watching me right now. Thank you for tuning in to Take Charge 2021. You are in for a great time. So, Quinette, to your question, you said, why is vision board exercise so important? One thing I'll definitely say is that this event is so important because I've tagged it the liberation event. A vision board liberates you. And I'll tell you the reason why. You see, every day of our lives and everything we see around us is started with an idea. If you're a Christian, we go back all the way to Genesis. God had a vision for the earth. He wanted us to dominate. He created humans, he created animals, he created all those things. But there's a limitation that is placed on man, and that is our brains. The way it works, a lot of people like to think I will remember, but the more you see things, the higher the chances of you being able to make those things happen. So yes, you come up with an idea in your brain, but if you don't put it down, it's really hard for you to keep your focus. So a vision board helps you to stay on track. It helps you to see that vision. You're making the vision plain. It liberates you from procrastination, So vision is really, really important, but we need to transfer that from our brains to our head. There's a quote I love so much, and it says that a blunt pencil is sharper than the brightest brain. And I'm going to repeat that. A blunt pencil is sharper than the brightest brain. So that means that no matter how smart you are, if you don't put things down, chances are you're going to derail, you're going to get distracted, because in life, there are so many things that pull you in different directions. But when you wake up daily, you step out of your bed, you see your vision board, it guides you. It gives you something to look forward to. And that is why the vision board exercise is so important. I've had great reviews from the past years. People have shared different things, different testimonies concerning the vision board. Some people will tell you, I achieved 70%. Some people will tell you, I achieved 95%. Even this 2020, as tough as it seemed to be up until this point, a lot of people still achieved great things. So that's why
Awesome.
it's truly, truly important.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can still see the comment section. I can see all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. It's good to have all of you here. I see somebody, Cynthia, watching from the UK. Thank you so much. Someone watching from Ibadan. Thank you so much. And of course, I like to write. So if you see me doing this, just know I'm writing, because I'm not going to be left out of this amazing thing that is happening right
here.
Be
left out.
Okay. So I love that quote, actually. A blunt pencil is sharper than the brightest brain. So even if you had the brain of Albert Einstein, I'm sorry, if you're not putting down the visions you have in your head, nothing is going to happen. It's like you putting your pen to paper. And I'm just going to say this, right? So the vision board is like a picture, it's like a repetition. And there's this quote that I like to say: repetition is a law of a deep and lasting impression. So the more you look at it, the more it impresses on your heart, and you know that you have to do this. So it's like your vision board is like a persuasion for you. So it is persuading you. Yeah. So it's a key to your persuasion. So you don't want to take this thing.
The force is pulling you in that direction.
In that direction. Yes. So my next question will be this, right? So the economic calendar of the world is a bit topsy-turvy, it's unpredictable, know, and I'm going to be using Nigeria. I have the advantage, guys. I'm in Nigeria right now. I'm sorry. So I'm going to be using Nigeria as an example, right? So how do you begin to encourage your mentees and everybody who is actually watching right now, to thrive? Because, we have a lot of men and women right now. I can't even begin to count the number who are listening to you. And some of them, I know that everybody is like excited, given everything that has happened and given the economic status. We don't have enough buying power anymore. The purchasing power is low. How are you going to encourage them? Everyone listening to you right now, because somehow every now and again we need that little boost, that little energy. Yes, I know we're all happy doing this vision, but we don't want them to do it and just dump it. So we need that little injection from you right now. So tell us how you're going to encourage us, especially your mentees, to continue on this
journey.
Yes.
All right. So this is interesting because I had a conversation this morning with the OSBS Alike family, And I had told them, I said, it's not our business to be worrying about when the sun will shine. The sun will do its thing. Sometimes you wake up daily, there's no sun, it's a cloudy day. You don't have control over those things. So you don't have control over the economy. You don't have control over the financial market. You don't have control over how many customers you're going to have in your business. But there's one thing that you have control over, and that is your strategy. The strategy, what strategy are you bringing to the table? It's like when Isaac found himself in a drought, and normal instinct in a drought would say, you know what? I'm not going to plant. There's no rain. But that's not our business because we have no control over when it will rain. What we do have control over is sow that seed. So that vision board, that idea that you have, sow it on that vision board and keep working towards it. And then once you sow that seed, you're giving God something to bless. Like I said when I was responding to the previous question, I said that despite everything that has happened in 2020, people that did their vision board, at least with me last year, 2019, a lot of people came back to me with evidence. These are people that I tracked over the year. I tracked them from January till December. They were reporting and they were being accountable. They still achieved things right there in Nigeria. So location is not an excuse. Your age is not an excuse. Your marital status is not an excuse. Your educational background is not an excuse. So just get to work. Control the things that you have the power to control, and then leave the other things that are outside of your control. Leave it to God. Let God take care of that. But when that opportunity comes, let it find you doing something. Let it find you ready, because it doesn't give advance notice. So vision board is really important wherever you are in the world. It doesn't even have to be Nigeria. You could be in the UK, you could be in the US, wherever you are. Create a vision for yourself so that it guides you. It's like that light that guides your path and leads you to that great destination that you're dreaming of.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I want to take this statement that you made. It's something we hear it all the time, but these words hit differently when you're prepared. When the opportunity comes, let it find you ready.
Yes.
A lot of times we complain, oh, I've been preparing, but I haven't found the opportunity. The truth of the matter is this: the opportunity will come when you're ready. They always say that the teacher shows up when the student is ready. And if you really understand the meaning, I literally, when you're ready, the masters come because they know you're now ready to receive. So
Yes.
really, because who you really are is who you are when nobody's watching you, right?
Absolutely.
So how sure are we that you're really preparing? So you want to take it very seriously. Are you really preparing so that when the opportunity comes, you are ready? You're not even found wanting. Your cards are laid right on the table and you can get this started, right? So thank you very much. That was absolutely amazing. And I'll take this again. You talked about strategy, and I'm sorry, guys. If you're a Christian, the good book I read says this: even the devil has strategies. He's very strategic. Like it's not the same devil that you heard when the world was created. He has improved. So sometimes we kind of bequeath a lot of things to him that he really doesn't know. Yes. So in case, okay, so for example, if you knew him as the guy who was wearing black in 2072, he's not the guy wearing black anymore. He's wearing purple. So he has strategy. So you have to have strategies. Now, why are you laughing? No, but it's the truth. You've got to have strategies. Life, you have to thrive on strategy. Now, vision board helps you visualize what you want, and most importantly, realistic things. And it is beautiful to dream big. I mean, it's good to dream big, but you have to be realistic. And you have to have your strategy. So we've not even started. I'm already taking notes, and we're giving you nuggets already. You can imagine if we start. I'm sure some of you will just run like, Oh my God! But you know what? Just stay calm. You know, it's an upgrade time for you. Okay. So,
Yeah.
my last question for you. If one quarter of the vision board is achieved, right? Because I know a lot of us like to beat up ourselves. Oh, I didn't get 900, I didn't get 100, I got 95. You know, all of that, right? We don't
Mhm.
know how to celebrate the little wins, but we're learning, right? So if someone actually does one quarter of the vision board, is that good enough?
All right. I'm going to answer the question in two parts. Whatever you achieve, celebrate it. But if you are listening to me right now and you are attending Take Charge 2021, no, quota is not enough. I will not take that, especially if you're OSBS Elite member. So, what I will now say is that if you follow the steps that we are going to share today, if you follow the steps, and I love what you said, your vision has to be realistic. So you are not going to put white elephant project on your vision board and then come back in December 2021 and tell me you weren't able to achieve it. You're going to follow the steps and you're going to sit down, brainstorm, and come up with something that is customizable to you, because our faces may be similar, but our needs are different. So you have to follow the strategy, the SMART goal strategy. SMART means it's an acronym for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound. So you are going to have specific things on your vision board that is realistic, that is actionable, it's measurable, it's specific, it's very specific. And then it also has a time limit. So you could say by the end of the first quarter of 2021, X, Y, Z is the thing I wish to accomplish. The goal is to break down your goals into small sizes that you can easily consume. You don't want something that would overwhelm you. So don't go and put $1 million when you don't even have $1,000 in savings. So you have to be realistic and you have to follow the process. There's a process for everything. Follow the process, stay tuned to this class, ensure that you are actually following the process and you will definitely get results. But 25% one quarter, no, that's not acceptable.
Yeah,
But
I had to ask that because I know that I want to cover all the gray areas, so we're not coming up with excuses that makes people think that we're not being empathetic towards any kind of situation. So
yes,
yes, it's a no, right? If you're
mhm,
doing one quarter, you have to push yourself,
you have to
right?
put yourself, but then
Yeah,
the goals you put down, they have to be something that is smart. Like I explained, you have to follow the
yeah,
SMART goal strategy.
Matt, go,
And
yeah.
then you also need to find people that can hold you accountable to your goal.
Accountability partners on this journey is very important.
Yes.
Creating your vision board, and see, when we say find accountability partners, don't find people who are afraid to tell you the truth. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
if your circle is afraid to tell you the truth, then I mean you have to find another set of people, because
I have
they
to
should
say
be.
something. Yes. If you have people in your life that are always saying you're the best, this is
Well
great,
done.
you need to flee in 2021. You need to flee from such people in 2021.
That is good. Like seriously, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna say this so I don't lose my train of thoughts, right? So I can see all of us are here and we're watching. There are certain tools that we have said, and I'm going to repeat some of them again. A blunt pencil
Mm,
is better than the smartest brain. And like I said, if you have the brain of Elon Musk, who is currently leading right now in the world, and you're not writing it down, it's not
mm,
going to work, right? Then again, we talked about strategies. I
yes.
even gave you an example that the devil has got
Mhm.
strategy. And I saw somebody write something which is absolutely hilarious. She said, upgraded devil. Yeah. Yeah. He's
Yes.
upgraded. So
Mhm.
Yes, you've got brain. Yes, you've got memory, but you have to put it down. The Bible, the good book says, write the vision and make it plain so that anyone who sees it will run with it. Now, anyone who sees it is your accountability partner. They get to point you back to that vision to say, come on, Queenette, remember you said this. How
Mm.
far have you come? So
Yes.
anybody that understands it and then begins to run with it. Thank you so much, Shenwa Kinloton. This is absolutely amazing. And if you're still watching me, this is Take Chat 2021. It's our vision board party, and this is different. This is unique. You're gonna hear amazing words from seasoned experts. I
Yes.
mean, amazing people on this. Like, I'm ready. I have my notes pen. So in case you're talking to me and I'm not responding, just know that I'm
This
doing
is
my
good.
vision board alongside, right? So thank you so much, Shane. It's nice seeing you again.
Yes. Thank you,
And
Quinette.
yes,
And thank
and
you,
giving you the
everyone.
virtual hug, giving you the virtual hug.
Yes.
So
Virtual
everyone,
hug.
please share, and don't forget the hashtag. Take a picture, and I'm going to be asking for you to take a picture of your vision board when you're done. There's a possibility that you might not really finish it, but at least let's see that you're actually doing something. Okay, so it's nice to have all of you here. You know, we'll be bringing up our first speaker very soon, but before then, we're going to play you a little video. Make sure you take notes and make sure you're listening. And just in case you're forgetting my name is Quinette Nilama, and you're with me till the end of this event today.
A vision board is a powerful tool that helps you achieve your goals and make your dreams come true. But what exactly is a vision board? It is a collection of images that represent the things you want in your life, material and spiritual. By creating a vision board, you organize and visualize your dreams, and by using it, you keep your goals in mind all the time, focus on them, and more likely to achieve them. How does it work? The vision board contains images that mean something to you, fill you with good feelings, and drive you to take action. It generates those kind of feelings that motivate you. Creating a vision board is very simple, and there are many ways to do it. First, you need to make a list of all the things you want. What kind of person you want to be? More confident? More loving? Happier? What do you want to do? Be a doctor? A singer? Have your own business? What kind of feelings you want to have? Love? Happiness? Peace? What type of people you want in your life? Supportive friends? People you can laugh with, enjoy with? What kind of person is your ideal partner? How is your relationship going to be? Where do you want to live? In a city, a village? Do you want to have a penthouse, a house with a garden? What material things do you want? A new phone? A car? Maybe a popcorn machine or a pirate ship? Add more things as you like, but make sure that they are as detailed and specific as possible. Don't just write motorbike. Write also which type, what color. When you're being specific, you get a clear picture of what you want exactly. The second step is collecting pictures that represent the things you've written. You can cut pictures from magazines, download pictures from the internet, or even use your own photos. I recommend to add also pictures of your hobbies, photos of your family and friends, and photos in which you're happy and smiling. It will make your brain associate the things you want with the things you already have and generate good feelings. After you've got all the pictures, it's time to organize them. Get a large corkboard and pin the pictures to it. If you have too many pictures to fit the board, put them in collages. Each collage will contain pictures of the same category. You don't have to be a graphic designer. There are many collage makers online which are simple to use. You can also add motivational and inspirational quotes or sentences that describe what you want, then place it next to the relevant pictures. It's also possible to make a wish book. Buy an empty book or a notebook and design each page with a different subject. A vision board is more effective because it's more visible, so I'd recommend to make a wish book in addition, not instead. Now that your vision board or wish book is made, you're ready to use it. Hang the board on a visible spot where you can see it every day. Look at it through the day, take a few moments to think about these things you want. I recommend to do it when you wake up, so it will give you energy and keep you focused, and right before you go to sleep, so it will be planted in your conscious and subconscious. You can hang notes at different visible spots like on the mirror or on the fridge. You can also save pictures to your phone and set them as background or cover pictures, and even as your computer wallpaper. This way, you will see your goals and make sure to keep them in mind. A vision board can help a lot, but it's not enough. You must take actions to create the reality you want to live.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm sure you've heard a lot from that video that you were watching, right? So if you're just joining us, remember it is Take Chat 2021. So my next guest is Dr. Vivian Suru John-Denk. I'm sure a lot of you who were at the Power Woman 2020, you can remember her. So Dr. Vivian is a chemist by training and a technology engineer by profession in the high-end printed circuit board electronic industry. She specializes in development, design, and introduction of new products, technologies, equipment, processes, materials, and production line, and reviews of actual process capabilities. She mentors young women, and many look up to her for STEM guidance. Right? Dr. John-Denk, Dr. Vivian Suru John-Denk is a researcher as well. Now, today, she's going to be teaching us on how to create a vision board for our career. Now, that is not all about Dr. Vivian Suru John-Denk. You can actually check her up. I'm sure when she comes up, her handle is going to be scrolling down beneath it, so you can go check her up and see her. She's done amazing work over the years. So I need you all to get ready because she's a powerhouse and she's going to be giving it to you. Make sure you're focused. Take out all forms of distraction right now. In fact, shut your doors, no excuses. And please just pay attention to Dr. Vivian Suru John-Denk. Welcome, Dr. Vivian.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and a very warm welcome to everyone. So in this section, we'll be talking on career vision board. If you have any question during the session, please just note down your questions, and after the session, we'll address the questions. So I'll start by defining what a vision board is. A vision board is a collection of words, of pictures, or other visual components that are arranged together to reflect your goals and dreams for the future. It is a display of items that helps you visualize your goals. For those of us who are Christians here, we understand that at the beginning of the year, usually churches come up with a card. Like for Winners Chapel, we call it the expectation card. In this card, you're expected to put down everything you want God to do for you for the year. So it's your expectation card. A vision board is a display of items that will help you visualize the goals that you have written down in your expectation card. Let's put it that way. So for the characteristics of a vision board, it is concrete. It helps you focus on real tangible goals. It serves as a reminder. So with your vision board, you won't forget whatever you have written there or you have put down there, whatever pictures that shows what inspires you, even when you are caught up in the busy to-dos of the day or the week. We also know that visualization works. So visualizing what you want and what you're working toward helps you get where you want to go. For you to create a vision board, any kind of vision board, whether career vision board or any kind of vision board, it should address a specific question. So there must be a question that you are asking yourself. For a career vision board, it can address questions like, what do I want to achieve in 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years from now? How do I want to develop my career in the future? Do I want to remain in my field, or do I want to transit into another field? You have to strategize in this case, right? And then what do I want my career to look like next year? What do I need to focus on? Who are the players in the industry I would like to reach out to? If you are remaining in your field next year or in the next 5 years, who are the players in the industry that you like to reach out to? If you want to transit into another industry or another field, who are the players in that field that you like to reach out to? So these are some of the questions that your career vision board should address. This brings me now to the age of AI. We know that the age of artificial intelligence is here, and the AI skills are among the fastest growing skills. So, how do we thrive in this world of AI? One will be to make learning part of our routine. We must make learning part of our routine. Be a lifelong student. You must not give up on your curiosity. Secondly, will be to focus on mastering soft skills. Soft skills are actually uniquely human skills. They are skills that never become obsolete. These are skills like thinking creatively, being strategic in whatever you are doing, being innovative, adaptability, and being collaborating effectively, emotional intelligence, and then managing people and also time management. These are some of the soft skills that are very, very essential, and companies need them most in this time. And then thirdly, we talk about acquire hard skills that companies need most. You see, I always say that it's not enough for you to have a degree in chemistry, a degree in physics, in mathematics, or what have you. There are some skills that companies need most, these hard skills that companies need most. You must look out for courses that will help you in those hard skills that companies need most, that will help you thrive in this world of AI. For instance, understanding statistics is vital if you want to be effective and efficient. It helps you improve your performance. So you won't say that because you have a degree in chemistry, you're not interested in acquiring this hard skill. Companies are interested in people who have data analysis skills, data science. There are various courses you can use actually to help you acquire such skills. So to thrive in this world of AI, these are some of the things that we must take very, very seriously. So in this section, I'll be talking on some subjects that might be included in our career vision board. One will be getting a mentor, very vital. Or relate better with your mentor if you already have one and get the best out of the connection. I've come to realize that so many people reach out to people and say, I want you to be my mentor. I want you to help me and all that. And the mentor, he or she says, okay, it's fine. And you feel that as a mentee, your job ends there. No, it doesn't, especially if it is not a paid mentorship program. If it's a paid mentorship program, I will not be speaking on that. I don't have much to speak on paid mentorship program. So whatever I'm saying now is for free mentorship sessions. When a mentor schedules his or her time for you, these mentors in most cases are very busy people. So for you to really get the best out of it, you must strategically plan for your sessions. And then after your sessions, you should take the time to send a short thank you message. Thank you for your time. If you can do that, the mentor will look forward to having another session with you. So these are some of the very, very important things that you need to do. And then also making the best out of the connection. One, most times you see that mentors give you the time, but you don't act on whatever they say, whatever advice they have given you. This is not good. At the end of the day, you're not getting the best out of the connection. Secondly, positioning yourself to be identified by a sponsor. A sponsor is someone who sits in those big offices or big meetings. In most cases, you are not in that meeting. Those meetings where vital decisions are being taken. So a sponsor is someone who sits there and speaks in your favor. So a mentor in this case is someone providing you guidance and advice on how to build your career, your current career, or your current job, your current position. Why sponsors are your advocates who promote your visibility at the opportune time. So if we put it in another way, we say that a mentor is someone who helps you in your current position, while a sponsor is someone who helps you to get your next position. So if you see that these two people are very vital if you want to thrive in your career. Thirdly, I'll talk on investing in books and develop yourself for both private and public wins. For private wins, I would say invest in books for self-development and self-management and self-leadership. So if you can develop yourself, the private wins, I call it the independent relationship with yourself. So for this private win, if you can develop yourself, invest in books that will help you develop yourself for self-management and self-leadership. This will help you to be matured already, that when you get into the public space, you get into the interdependent relationship, then you are matured, you think win-win, you have the growth mentality, you have the abundance mentality, and then you can thrive when it comes to interdependent relationship, and then you can actually have these public wins. And then attend conferences, seminars, workshops that are relevant to your career. These conferences, seminars, and workshops that are relevant to your career helps you to network effectively and collaborate effectively. So this is also very vital for thriving in your career. Well, here we have making learning a routine. I cannot emphasize this enough. LinkedIn learning can be invaluable. You have a lot of courses on LinkedIn learning that can be very, very useful for your career. We have project management, leading projects, some application courses. For example, some people know how to use Excel very well, while some just know the basics. But you can learn all this on LinkedIn learning. You also have Minitab. This will help you actually to improve your performance and help you to be effective and efficient. In this list, the last will be certification, invest in career capital. I call career capital rare and valuable skills that make great job great. You know, for me, it's not just enough to have a good paying job. There are some certain characteristics that make a great job great. You see, usually when employers send out their job call, they put the offer, and in most times they don't want to shift it. They don't want to change whatever they are offering. But if you have rare and valuable skills that make great job great, you can actually give them your terms and conditions. In this case now, in this current in 2020, we are into the pandemic year, right? And in this year, you see so many people have lost their jobs. Some people have salary cuts, some have working hours cut, but there are some people who are changing jobs. And they are telling their employer what they want, how they want it, how they want to work. They can even negotiate. I want to work from home. I want to work in the office 2 days a week. And the remaining 4 days or 3 days, I want to work from home. Or I want to work in the office 1 day a week. Or I don't even want to be in the office. I want to work the way I want to work. When I open my computer, count it as working hour. You see, these people can negotiate these working hours and their terms and conditions because of their rare and valuable skills, not because they know someone or they have a particular name or something. These rare and valuable skills are very vital to thrive in our career. This brings me to effective self-management. Every country has their constitution. So your personal mission statement is actually your constitution, your self-constitution. This personal mission statement, which I call your constitution, is actually the big yes in you that helps you keep focus, prevents you from every form of distraction. This big yes in you that helps you know when to say no to anything that is not incongruent with your mission statement. It helps you say no, both confidently and unapologetically, because you know your focus, your mission statement guides you, helps you keep your focus. And then now, when you have your mission statement nicely written out, then you now go to your roles. You have a role as an individual to yourself. Until you write out all these roles, you may just be doing things, anything that comes your way. You have a role as an individual to yourself. You have a role as an employee to an employer. You have a role as a manager to your team, as a team member, a role as a spouse, a role as a parent to a child, a role as a child to a parent, a role as a friend. We have different roles in our lives. You have a role as an individual to yourself. And then when you write out all these roles that you know you want to play in, and then you have to go to the goals. In my role as a parent to a child, what are the goals I want to achieve? You write them out. Your role as an employee, your role as a child to a parent, as a spouse, as a friend, as an individual, all these your roles, you write all the goals out. And then this sums up to be the long-term organizing. So this keeps you in focus. And then we go to the weekly organizing. Because if you don't have this long-term organizing, you just plan daily or weekly, then everything can just come in. Things that are not even relevant can take the place of things that are most vital. And then when you come to the weekly organizing, you have your plans. In these plans, it will help you plan your goals. You can see, okay, for my goals as a parent to a child, what do I want to achieve? These are the goals. What can I delegate out? And what can I schedule to do myself? Then you also have for your roles, I'm not sure if you're seeing, let me just use the pointer. So what do I want to delegate out and what do I want to schedule to do myself? Also, as an employee, you have some projects that you want to do. So which of these projects can I schedule out and can I delegate? And then which one do I have to focus on myself? This is very, very vital because we don't want things which matter most to be at the mercy of things which matter least. This brings me into the Stephen Covey time management matrix. In this matrix, we have 4 quadrants. We have the quadrant 1, which is firefighting. People who work in this quadrant are actually reactive people. You can see in this quadrant, we have crisis, pressing problems, deadline-driven projects. So people who work in this quadrant actually prioritize crisis. They don't have time to think. They don't have time to be strategic. They cannot even recognize new opportunities. They cannot think of capability improvement because there's one crisis after the other. They just prioritize. We have crisis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you think, okay, which crisis do I attack first? And then which one should be the next? So when you work in this quadrant, you cannot be innovative because there's no time to even think strategically. We have the quadrant 2, which is quality time. Here you have prevention, capability improvement, relationship building, recognizing new opportunities, planning, recreation. People who work in quadrant 2 are actually people who are proactive. You're proactive, you schedule your time, you manage your time effectively, you can think of improving capability, you can recognize new opportunities because you have time to think, you can think strategically, you can be creative, you can be innovative. And then it is in this quadrant you can think of building relationship and collaborating effectively. So if you want to be effective, actually, quadrant 2 is the quadrant we should strive to work in. Then we have the quadrant 3, which is distraction. Here you have interruptions, some callers, some mails, some reports, some meetings, pressing matters, popular activities. In this quadrant, you see probably you're working on a very important project, and then some random call comes in, and then you're on phone for 30 to 45 minutes discussing something that is not even related to your current project or any of your projects. And by the time you are done 30 to 45 minutes later, you may have lost interest in the project you are doing, and then you decide to say, oh, I'll continue it tomorrow then. Then you have some meetings. They just invite you to meetings, and then you go there, you sit there for 1 hour. You are not contributing anything to that meeting. You don't even know the project or whatever they are discussing you have no relationship with it. And then some of these meetings are even recurrent every week. Then you cannot sit down to think that you're wasting your 1 hour every weekday. You keep going. If you work like this with all this in this distraction quadrant, before you know, it will push you back to quadrant 1, where you have to prioritize crisis. Then we have time wasting, the quadrant 4. We have trivia, busy work, some mails, some phone calls, time wasters, pleasant activities. Probably you're working on something, you have scheduled time to work on that project or whatever it is. Then a friend or a colleague walks into the office and starts chit-chatting, you're just talking on random things that have no connection to whatever you're doing. And then you chat for like 30 minutes, and then somehow you say, oh, let's go for coffee. You go for coffee, stay there for another 10 to 20 minutes. And then by the time you come back, time is gone. Then you say, oh, I'll continue this project tomorrow. If you keep working on the time-wasting quadrant, before you know it, it will push you to quadrant 1, where you have to prioritize crisis. For us to thrive in our career, we must strive to work in quadrant 2. Because like I always say, every employer wants an employee who can think strategically, who can be innovative. Every employer wants that. And if you don't work in quadrant 2, there's no way you can succeed to be able to recognize new opportunities, think strategically, and be innovative. So to thrive in our career, this working in quadrant 2 is vital. It is non-negotiable, actually. And for you to do this, you must manage your time effectively. So to thrive in our career, I would say that we must acquire soft and hard skills that companies need most. I've mentioned these skills before. Soft skills like thinking strategically, being innovative, adaptability, emotional intelligence, time management, managing others, and also prioritizing effectively and efficiently. Then the next one would be to work hard and work smart. At the beginning of this program, the convener talked about SMART principles. She mentioned working smart and making your vision board to be smart, that you must employ these SMART principles in it. In your career as well, if you want to thrive in it, we must work hard and work smart. Because in the equation of achievement, effort counts twice. We see in this equation, we see skill, which is talent multiplied by effort, and we see achievement is skill multiplied by effort. So we can see that in this equation of achievement, effort actually counts twice. So for us to thrive in our career, we have to fight to reach our dream. We have to put in the effort. We have to make sacrifices if we must achieve our dreams and goals. In conclusion, I would say, for your vision board, you have whatever vision board you're making, whether it's a career vision board or family vision board, any kind of board, you should decide the focus of your vision board. You can do a vision board or whatever you want. You can have more than one vision board actually, but it must focus on something specific. It must answer a specific question. And then you find pictures and words that inspire you. You make a collage of these pictures and words. You find the right place to display your board. You keep your career vision board where you can see it. You can hang it somewhere where you see it as the last thing before you go to bed and the first thing you see when you wake up in the morning. How sweet would that be? And then you also see that the vision board, I won't say career, vision board, its power lies in the emotional connection between this, your faith in it, between the images and words you have chosen. Your question, the specific question that your vision board is addressing, and self-management. Like I always say, it is not enough for you to have a vision board. If you have a vision board well mapped out, well written words that you think inspires you, and then also cutting out some pictures that you think you can relate to it and all that, if you don't manage yourself effectively, then you will not be able to actualize your dream or your goals for the year. So whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can actually achieve, according to Napoleon Hill. And I actually believe it very, very well. So thank you so much for your time. Let's create our reality together. Thank you.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Like I have loads of like I was just writing away. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. Thank you. There was something you said, and I don't know if a lot of you heard that. Please, 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 if you're just joining, I want you to share. And if something stood out for you that you heard Dr. Vivian say, please, I would like to see you write it in the comment section and just put her name beside it. If something that she said stood out for you, please put it in the comment section and just write it. I'm waiting to get your questions. Dr. Vivian, thank you so much. There was something you said that made so much sense to me. You said invest in books, but I put a little twist to it, like I always do. Sorry, I'm like, for you to recognize opportunity in growth, it might just be inside a book, right? So sometimes, oftentimes we pray, we say we're looking for the next big thing, but we're not reading, right? But if we actually just pick up that book, all of the strategies and all of the things that we want to learn are right there. Thank you so much. Then you said something again. You said, now this is how I view it. You said, your personal mission statement is your constitution. In other words, see yourself, you as a human being, see yourself as a country, because every country has rules, regulations and constitution. So see yourself as a country, and your mission statement should be powerful enough to drive you, because that mission statement is a constitution. Like I was clapping where I was like, this is powerful. Like I actually didn't write it down. I'm like, this is really powerful. It's actually amazing. If you have questions, please ask. I would love all of you to, ask questions. It would not be, it's good to ask questions so you can learn. And like Dr. Vivian said, she talked about the soft skills that we're going to learn, that we ought to learn. Now, there's something that the World Economic Forum puts out every year. So they put out this in 2022 for jobs that will be coming in 2022. You need to check that out and look at it. Jobs that will be soft skills that will come out in 2022. And most of the things she has said, they are right there. Emotional intelligence, critical thinking, people management and organization, it is all there, right? So I want all of you to please check it out and take this thing seriously. It's very important. All right, effort counts twice. Effort counts twice. You see, I was listening, I was taking it, and
I can see.
and I'm sure a lot of people were doing the same thing. Effort counts twice. I don't want us to take this for granted. This is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. I think I have a question. I'm not sure. I want to be sure. I want to be sure that it is there, so I don't. But Dr. Vivian, you're going to be here with us. That's impressive, Dr.
Yes.
Vivian. I was not aware of the LinkedIn learning session. I'll be sure to check that out. All right. So I thought that was a question. She said she wasn't sure about the okay, so it's right there on the screen.
Yes, I can see.
It's right there on the screen. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Vivian.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. So I'll be introducing our next guest, right? So our next guest is Mariana Thomas. Mariana Thomas is a bilingual health and fitness expert and a personal growth coach with over 20 years experience. Her journey to fitness started at the age of 16. She is CEO and founder of Mariana Thomas, offering her knowledge to help you live a mindful and energetic life from inside out. She's a certified John Maxwell coach and a Maxwell Disc certified coach. Today, Mariana Thomas will be teaching us on how to create a vision board for our wellness and fitness. I mean, if you want to carry on all of these amazing goals that you have written down and you want to achieve it, you have to be well in your mind, you have to be well in your body. So she's going to be teaching us how to create a vision board for our wellness and our fitness. So the next person you're going to be seeing will be Mariana Thomas.
Yay! Thank you.
Hello, Mariana Thomas. It is good to see you. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with you and everyone. So, so let me get on. So, health and wellness vision board. That is what we are going to be creating today. But the most important thing that I want you to know is that there is a concept. The vision board about health and wellness is not just about diet and exercise. Diet and exercise are just small pieces of the puzzle of what the bigger picture is about health and wellness. So if you are ready, let's begin. If some of you already have your vision board with you, have it ready in front of you. I'm just so excited to be here with you guys. And I want you to start putting 3 columns in your vision board. For you to be able to do all the things that Dr. Vivian already explained, which, by the way, what a presentation, we got to have our health. We got to be healthy in our mind, our hearts, and our body. That is the first value that we got to have. So with the 3 columns that you're going to have in your vision board, so find a space in there. There's more people that are coming your way. So let's begin. The first thing that I want you to think about is the what. So there's going to be 3 columns. The what. What is the goal? What do you want to achieve? What is that specific thing that you are looking for when it comes to your health, when it comes to your wellness? So let me give you an example. So do you want to maybe lose certain amount of pounds? How many? How many do you want to lose? Maybe it's a dress size. You want to drop in the way on your clothes. It's the same thing, but you see, you got to visualize what is that specific thing that you want to achieve. Okay? So let's start thinking about that. Be specific. Maybe it's not about your personal weight. Maybe it's about a relationship that you have in your life that is affecting your wellness. So what happens when we are in a bad relationship with ourselves? First of all, we're going to have bad relationships with others. That is going to affect our mind. That's going to affect our heart, and it's going to affect our bodies, because it's that love relationship that we don't have. So think about that. What is that specific thing? Write it down. Visualize that thing already. Okay? Then after you have that, you have your specific thing, I want you to ask yourself, what do you need to get to that specific goal? So it's a question. What do I need to get to my specific, whatever you wrote in your vision board? That's your first column. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. So what we need sometimes to get somewhere is focus. We got to focus on something. So if you have a picture of that, you can put it on your vision board. We already explained what the vision board is, what do you need to complete it. Okay, so think about something specific that is what you need. But I'm going to help you with that. If it's a word, tell me, do you need discipline? If you are going to lose weight, maybe, do you need discipline? Is that the word that is coming into your vision? Do you need consistency? Do you need to be responsible for that? What is that thing that you need to focus on to accomplish your goal? Your what? What do I need to get there? Okay? Maybe you need to be fearless about accomplishing that. So when I spoke to you about relationships, sometimes we have a relationship that we need to let go, that is affecting us emotionally. It's very, very hard on us. That is wellness, guys. It's not just about diet and exercise. Remember what I said in the beginning. It's not just about diet and exercise. So is it a relationship that you need to let go? Do you need to lose the fear to do that? Is that what you need? If that's what you need, write it down. Write it right there in the first column. Okay? Then write the word there in your board next to your ideal picture that will help you to get there. Okay? Make sure of that. The next question that I want you to ask yourself is, how do you want to feel when you accomplish that goal? Do you want to feel in the top of the mountains? Do you want to feel accomplished? What is the feeling? Visualize that feeling. Really feel it inside yourself, from the inside out. It needs to come first in the inside so it can manifest in the outside. How do you want to feel when you get to the size 4 or 2 or 6 or 8, whatever that number is, how do you want to feel? Write it down. Write it on your board. Visualize. Maybe it's a picture of someone that you admire because they just show a way that you want to feel. So go ahead and do that. And that's us first. That's the what. Let's go to the how. That is your second column. Okay? The how. How do you want to get there? So let's go back to the example about losing weight, right? But remember, I'm not asking you to get in a diet. Think about that. I'm not asking you to go to the gym. But how do you want to get there? Is it maybe eating healthy? Right? So do you want to go to the grocery store and make sure that you choose the clean and whole foods? If it is that, then place a food that is clean in your vision board. Maybe a recipe, a clean recipe. If you don't have it right now, visualize that. Write down recipe on this column, and later you're going to add that to your vision board. That is your how. Let's say that you're one of those people, like I have an aunt that doesn't like to drink water that much. Maybe you need to add water into your diet, into your day, every single day, and you haven't. That is a goal that you want to accomplish, right? That's a specific one. Maybe you put that in the beginning, in your first column. Then add a glass of water in your vision board. Maybe it's a picture. Maybe it are words. That is the how. How am I going to get there? Remember, let's go back to the relationship. If it's a relationship that you are having with your spouse, with your son, with your cousin, whoever that is, maybe you need to have better conversations. So write down more conversations, healthy conversations. That is the how. That's the road to get there. Am I making sense? I hope that's making sense for you. Okay, I'm not telling you, let's go to the gym 5 times a day. That's a given. But if we start incorporating the small steps to the goal, then you get there. Then you won't even have to think about diet and exercise. When I go to the grocery store, I'm going to choose, because you can make the choice, to buy healthy items, whole foods, and instead of buying the package. If I'm going to have a better relationship, I'm going to have healthy conversations. Okay, that's the how. Why is so important to have the how in your vision board? Because it reminds us the small habits that we need to do in order to get to our goal. Okay? That is why you need the how. How am I going to get there? So if I get out in the morning and I already have in my vision board, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to drink more water. The first thing that I need to do is get to the kitchen and get that glass of water. In my case, you guys, I drink 3 in the morning. I just give you my little secret. So that's it, okay? So that's why you need to have the how. Now let's move on to our third column, and that's our why. I believe that this is one of the most important ones. If we don't have a why we are doing this, then we can fall off out of the bus really easy, because we don't have that motivation, which is something that you need to do. Motivation is not something you have. Motivation is something you do. So I want you to remember that. So your why may be your family. It got to start with you, but you got to have a second reason. Maybe it's your kids. You want to be able to play with your kids. If you're a little older, maybe you want to be able to see your grandkids and play with them. What is your why? Or do you just simply want to have a better version of yourself? That is the one that's more important, the better version of yourself. And then the secondary ones, like I'm going to do this because I want to spend more time with my family. I want to be here in the planet, maybe adding more value, not only to myself and my family, but to other people. See, we just talk about careers, right? So you want to be adding value to those people that you work with. And if you are an entrepreneur, to those people that you work with also. So that is your why you need to have your why. That is so, so important, you guys. I want to remind you that if you have questions, place them in the chat so we can answer them maybe later. But remember, your vision board about health and wellness is not about diet and exercise. It's about a bigger picture. It's about the what. It's about the how. And it's about the why. And if you do remember those three things every single day when you look at your vision board, you are going to be the healthiest that you can be if you keep yourself accountable, if you keep yourself responsible, and you keep yourself committed. Responsibility is an inside job, and the only person that can do this for you is yourself. So I hope that this was valuable to you, and I'm here for you if you have any other questions. And with that, you guys, have a fantastic 2021, and keep yourself healthy, keep yourself mindful from the inside out.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mariana. I was writing away. I was just writing away. And there was something you said that stood out for me. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section and she'll be attending to it. Now, like I said when we started, we brought to you the best of minds. We've brought to you experts. Now, just in case you're wondering, who is Mariana Thomas? I'm sure you've all heard about John Maxwell. She has mentored his staff and him in this thing she's teaching you. So I don't think you should take it for granted. This is absolutely amazing. This is good stuff. You said something about motivation is something you do and not something you have. That hits me like I'm like, whoa, something you do and not something you have. And your opening statement when you said it is beyond diet and exercise. So don't think that when we're talking about wellness, fitness, mindfulness, all right, this is different from just dieting and exercising. Okay. There was something you talked about. I think you talked about relationship. Yes, that stood out for me as well. You said relationship can affect your wellness, right? Relationship can affect your wellness. It can affect your mind. It can affect your body, and it can affect your actions as well. So if you're not healthy up here because of the kind of relationship you have, all of those things Dr. Vivian said, you're not going to be able to be productive in carrying out those goals. So thank you so much. What do you need? What do you need, people? She's telling you to be bare. You don't write it down, be bare. Just be naked before yourself. Do like a self-audit. Is it fear that I need to drop? Drop it. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do I need to be disciplined? Plug it in. Do I need to be consistent? Put it in there. Okay. So these things are very, very important. So we're gonna be showing you Mariana Thomas's website so you can check her out. So just take your phone, like I would always say, and open it. This is a QR code. Just put your phone beside it, go to the camera, open it up, and then just put your phone in front of it, and it will take you directly to the link that you have right there. Okay, please, you can use the QR code to connect. www.mindfullyrecharge.com. But bring out your phone. Remember, we're in the AI age, so things are done differently. Just bring out your phone, go to the camera, and then put it there. It will take on the QR code, and then it will pop up. So, do we have any questions? Let's see.
Let's see if there are any questions.
I'm sure a lot of people are excited, so we want to see if we have any questions for you. Oh, everyone is saying fantastic, fantastic. The only thing I talked about was diet and exercise, but there is a mind shift. Okay, so your opening statement actually debunked a lot of people's, thoughts. So she thought it was just about dieting and exercise, but now she says, "Oh, there's a mindset shift for me." I like
Love
the way
that.
you put it.
Yes, she got it. She got it.
Yes, yes, she got it. 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 Thank you so much, everyone. I see that you are all getting value for this. Remember, it is Take Chat 2021. Please, please share, 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 share. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. And I hope you're actually working and taking down notes as we're doing this. All right. Thank you so much, Mariana. Thank you so much. This is
Thank you,
absolutely
everyone. Have a
amazing.
fantastic
Thank
day.
you. Thank you. So we're going to be playing you a short video very soon. Stay tuned. You see, that video was absolutely funny because you remember when we started, when we had a little chit chat with the convener Shewa Kiloto, when we talked about fleeing from certain people from your circle if you know that they're not going to motivate you. You saw what those two guys said at the end. I still, with all that they saw, with the people who had vision, they said, I still don't think this is possible. So you want to run away from people who are going to tell you that. So don't, please try as much as possible not to allow those kind of things affect you, clog your mind. Just like Mariana Thomas has said, there's certain relationships that are going to affect your dreams from coming true. So you want to run away from them, and you have to be truthful to yourself. You have to do a personal audit. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys about something very special that will be happening in February 2021. Yes, I know we're still in 2020, but we're planning ahead, right? So in 2021, February 13th to be precise, I want all of you to register for this particular event that is going to be happening, right? It is happening in February, like I said, and it is called Reawakened Love. I mean, February is a month of love. Okay. I didn't say love. Right. I said reawakening love, right? You need to stress the part love, okay? Right? It's for couples, it's for singles who want to learn. They are all welcome to attend. But guess what? You have to register for it. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have lots of fun. There's going to be games. I don't want to spill out everything that we're going to be doing, but it's going to be fun, fun, fun. It's going to be a lot of interviews. You're going to be learning from a lot of people. I mean, this event promises to be power packed. We're going to have games, we're going to have gifts and all of that. So I want you to register for it. If you are married, register for it. If you're single, married, register for it as well. If you say, oh, I don't think I'm of a marriageable age yet, register for it. You're going to learn a lot from it. Okay. So Reawakened Love, like I said, not love, Reawakened Love, happening February 13th, 2021. All right. So save the date, okay? Now, our next speaker. I'm sure you've been learning. It's been back to back. My book is full, and I like to write a lot. Yes, I can see someone saying love. Yes, not love. I mean love, right? Okay. So our next speaker is an amazing powerhouse. You need to hear her talk. She's subtle, calm, but she's a powerhouse. When she speaks, it is wisdom. Okay, so our next guest is Vivian Jokotade Adeniyi. She is the founder and CEO of Nautic.com, a socially conscious global lifestyle brand that celebrates and empowers the world most ambitious women with innovative organization and productivity tools. She's been named one of Houston's top 20 rising star, an outstanding young entrepreneur for stellar leadership, international influence, and service within African diaspora. Today, Jokotade will be teaching on how to create a vision board for your business. She'll be teaching you today on how to create a vision board for your business. So the next beautiful face you're going to be seeing, apart from mine, is going to be Vivian Jokotade Adeniyi. Make sure your pens are ready. Make sure you're not distracted. You're going to learn a lot from her. Thank you very much. And stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, okay? If your internet is giving you issues, just find somewhere, make sure you get it. Hello, Vivian.
Hi there. Hi there. How are
I
you?
love your name. I'm fine, thank you. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May I get started? I'm so excited and grateful to have every single person here. Today, like Queenette said, I will be speaking on a vision for your business, how to create a vision board for your business and achieve massive success, even in tough times. Everyone's talked about it. It's been tough this year, but I believe that with the wisdom and the insight that we're going to gain today, we will be able to move our businesses forward. Now, if you do have any questions, please be sure to post them in the comment section. And at the end, God willing, we'll be able to cover as many questions as possible. I'd like to start with what you'll need. You need a poster or paper, simple piece of paper, a pen, and definitely focus. Definitely focus. Every time I speak, I love to share my own struggles with everyone. And I want to take your permission to share my story, a bit of my story, not all of it, and my struggles with you, particularly in the area of business. So I am a multi-talented, multi-gifted woman. And I know that there are many of you who are like me on this particular summit and conference, and you might be able to relate with some of my struggles. So I've always been this person that had big dreams, but I felt like my results were very small, particularly in business, especially because I can do so many things very well. Another struggle that I had was was just big vision, small resources. So you've got these great ideas that you want to do, but then you're struggling trying to figure out, how am I going to finance? How am I going to fund it? How am I going to get the right kind of help that I need to push this idea forward? So if you've struggled with that, you're not alone. I was very much this same person. Another challenge is just big look, small impact. So if you want to be honest with yourself, at least I realized that I'd become this person that looked really fantastic. But then when it came to having tangible impact, maybe supporting others financially, I just could not connect my gifts and the things and how hard I was working with translating that into the lives of people, particularly in the area of finances. And then, of course, because I've been a serial entrepreneur, I've always dreamt of starting, growing, and developing $1 million business. Can anybody relate to any of these struggles? Raise your hands or just make a comment in the comment section and let me know, just so I don't feel alone. So I struggled with this for many years until I learned a different way. And for full disclosure, I'd like to just share my heart with you. I am a woman of faith. I believe in God through the Lord Jesus, and my success is funded and powered by my faith. And so if you want me to be honest about what worked for me, you have to allow me to be me and be authentic and share exactly what I did. Nothing else but exactly what I did. So here is the different way that I learned. There is an old story of King Solomon in the scriptures, and it talks about how King Solomon became a very successful man, a very successful leader. And I want to share that real quickly with you today. The scriptures records and says, Solomon, son of David, took firm control of his kingdom, for the Lord his God was with him and made him very powerful. Verse 3, it says, then he led the entire assembly to the place of worship in Gibeon, for God's tabernacle was located there. This was the tabernacle that Moses, the Lord's servant, had made in the wilderness. Verse 6, it says, there in front of the tabernacle, Solomon went up to the bronze altar in the Lord's presence and sacrificed 1,000 burnt offerings on it. That night, God appeared to Solomon and said, what do you want? Ask and I will give it to you. I'd like to pause there and just say, I kind of feel like the end of the year, going into a new year, is God asking us, what do you want? You know, especially those of us who are business people, you're thinking, oh, I want, I'm trying to get my vision board together. And the question truly is, what do you want? What do you want in 2021? So let's continue. Verse 11 says, God said to Solomon, because now I kind of skipped a few verses there, but Solomon goes ahead to share with God what he's asking for. And verse 11 now summarizes what Solomon asked for. It says, God said to Solomon, because your greatest desire is to help your people, emphasis added by me, and you did not ask for wealth, riches, fame, or even the death of your enemies or a long life, but rather you asked for, underlined, wisdom, I underline that, and knowledge. Now to do what? To properly govern my people. God said, I will certainly give you the wisdom and knowledge you requested, but I will also give you wealth, riches, and fame, such as no other king has had before you or will ever have in the future. So watch this now. So God comes to King Solomon, gives him a blank check, just kind of like some of us today with our blank boards. And God is asking, what do you want? But here's what Solomon does. He doesn't ask for what many of us would put on our vision boards, wealth, riches, fame. He doesn't do that. But what he does, I'd like to say what he puts on his vision board, what he asks for instead is wisdom and knowledge to do what? To properly govern people. Now, here's something that God said. Many times when we talk about the story of King Solomon, some people say, oh, God bless Solomon because he asked for wisdom and knowledge. That's technically not true. God blessed Solomon because his greatest desire is to help people. His greatest desire is to help people. And I want to challenge business people today, okay, that it's time for us, if you want to see massive success in your business in 2021, don't put wealth, riches, fame, don't put that on your vision board. Let's follow the example of the wealthiest man that ever lived. All right, so here's what I'd like to say. The key lesson is, If your vision is to be a successful business leader or owner, make your vision board about other people and not you. Your greatest desire must be to help others. I'll repeat that. Your greatest desire must be to help others. So who should you help? Is probably the next question you are asking. And so here's what I did. For me, in my business, I threw away all of that, all of the fame, all of that, just set it aside. And I changed my focus to these categories of people. First, I focused on my customers, okay? Then my team, and then the community. So customers, team, community. Repeat after me. Customers, team, community. One more time. Customers, team, community. And as a result of that, I began to see massive business success. So let's see how this kind of plays out on a day-to-day. Step one, when you have your vision board, okay, before you start writing on it, as a business owner, you must review the previous year. It's so important that you make informed posts or writings on your board. So for me, here's what I did. I reviewed my customer impact, and that answers the question, how many customers did you serve last year? And how well did you serve them? What was your revenue as a result of that? Okay. How well did you serve your customers? There are many people that want to project, many entrepreneurs that want to project. We want to project our ideas. This is what I want to do. This is what I. The question is, how well did you serve your customers? Number two, review your team impact. How was your team's performance last year? Or maybe if you're a solopreneur, how was your performance? How well did you do in business? And be very honest with yourself, okay? And other questions to ask is your team happy? There are many of us that our teams are not happy. The people that work with us are not happy. And let me tell you something, when team members are not happy, it translates to our revenues. It translates to the way our customers experience us. And as a result, we find they're making errors. They're not enthusiastic about coming to work. It just really becomes a struggle. So make sure you answer that question. Is your team happy? Is your team growing? Are they well compensated? It's so key. Number three, review your community impact. And what that just answers is beyond your customers and your team, who else benefits from your business? I will be honest, for many years when as an entrepreneur, I didn't realize that I was failing in this area until I gained insight as to the many different dimensions I can impact people and touch people's lives. So let's continue now. Step two, put your solutions on your vision board, meaning put your customer solutions on your vision board. And here's the question you can answer. How many problems will you solve for your customers in 2021? I mean, for me, I've picked 12. I've decided that I'm going to pay attention to what my customers are saying, what they're asking me for. I think about my success this year. I experience massive success just by listening to my customers. When they say, do you have red? I quickly make sure I have red on the list. Do you have blue? I added it to my list. Are you going to do this? I added to my list. And so I started to solve problems, the problems my customers had, and I began to see massive success. All right. So for me, I've chosen 12. You might choose 2, 4, whatever you want, but make sure you have products or services or solutions that are in response to the problems, the tangible problems that your customers are having. Yes, you might have a good idea, but the question is, your idea, what specific problem? Is it solving any problems for your customers in this pandemic at this present time? Maybe before it was, but right this moment, is this what your customers need? Are you responding with speed? Are you responding with accuracy? Are you responding with variety? Those are very key details that you and I must pay attention to. Step 3, put your improvements on your vision board. So what customer service issues or complaints are your customers having? There are many, many entrepreneurs that we're not even listening to what our customers are saying. If customers keep complaining about something, put it on your vision board. That is what should go on your vision board, because a happy customer equals massive success. A happy customer equals massive success. So for me, I've decided to commit to 12 service improvements. I'm going to go through the emails my customers have sent to me this year. I'm going to listen for what they've told me that they would love to see. I'm going to improve, and I'm going to share with you my vision board in just a moment so you can see tangible examples. So let's move on now. Step number 4, put your team's success on your vision board. So for me, I'm answering the question, how can I show my team that I value them? Oh, friends, this year, by just shifting my focus, I saw what happened. I saw what happened. Just making sure my team, they're excited. They look forward to coming to work, even when it becomes a high pressure or we're having to deal with different issues. Just by looking after their care, I implemented team appreciation, team development, and that's some things that some of us can put on our vision board for our business. How am I going to appreciate my team? How am I going to develop them? How am I going to make sure their personal welfare, their families are doing well, so that I can help them eliminate distractions. And when they're on the job, they're bringing their A+++ game. All right. And then finally, step number 5, put your community on your vision board. And that answers the question, what will your business do to touch more lives in the community? Okay, so think about it. If you've been doing business and nobody is giving thanks on and saying, wow, thank God for Notique.com. Thank God for the founder of Notique. I've been able to move forward. I've been able to do this. I've been able to do that. Then you are not there yet. You're not there yet. You're not going to see this massive explosion or growth in your business. Business has to be more than you. Okay. Remember, we're not in business for ourselves. We're in business for others. And so here are some tangible examples that I have on my vision board. Grants. My company is going to extend grants to women. We care about advancing the creative enterprise of women. And so we're committing to giving grants and scholarships and things like that. We're also increasing our local and global giving. Okay. And so I want to show you now what my vision board looks like. This is real talk, what my vision board really looks like. I've typed this up, but I actually have it here so you can see the exact same thing that you're looking at on the screen is what I have written out. So here's mine. I'm just going to scan through real quickly. Compensate for my team, compensation review, team personal welfare, team expansion, team training, team communication, inspiring workspaces, inventory organization, improved workflow, a new warehouse so that they can have more room to work better. And then for my customers on my vision board, I have 12 product releases, 2 key launches. Now, of course, in response to their needs, right? In response to the things they've asked me for during the course of the year, new product sizes, new product colors, feedbacks and reviews, demonstration videos, educational podcasts, reduce shipping errors, reduce shipping cost, expedited delivery. And God willing, I have a big vision for bringing in 100,000 inventory units. It's big, but I'm believing for that, and I'm putting it on my vision board. And then for community, we're committing to 12 business grants. I care a lot about widows and single moms. We're going to see how we can help more widows and single moms. I care a lot about clergy because I know many times many people overlook clergy. So we're extending there. Disaster aid support, missionary support, product giveaways, free classes, just more ways to help me. Now, friends, I will tell you that a lot of what you're seeing on my vision board for 2021, I started it in the previous year, and I want to share with you my results. Earlier on at the beginning of this presentation, I shared with you some of my struggles and how I was just really trying, where I come from, I was born in Nigeria, and I keep up with the slangs. And, some of the young people say, when exactly am I going to blow? When will I blow up? When will I become this massive success in my business? And now, because my vision changed, okay? When my business vision was no longer about me and what I could gain, and when it was my greatest desire became to help people. When I stopped selling my ideas, my business exploded. I saw massive growth. Even in a pandemic, we did the ratio, the percentage. My business grew by 2,000% in 2021. And by the grace of God, this year, within this pandemic, I realized my dream of building $1 million business. And all of that changed. All of that came to reality when I changed the focus from myself. And here's the challenge I want to leave with you today. That as it happened for me, it can happen for you. And I want to leave this with you. Now it's your turn for massive, massive success. And I pray for you that you will embrace this new way, this different way. It's not going to be popular. It's not going to be easy. But if you would change your focus, I truly believe that you are next in line for massive success. And I'll pause here. I'm going to show you my vision board one more time so that you can see that I'm leaving out what I preach. And so it's your turn, and I'll pause here. Thank you so much, ladies. I hope this was helpful. And I'll turn over to Queenette at this time. I can't hear you. Can
you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Like, I want to scream, I want to run. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. And I'm sure a lot of people who listen to you are feeling the same way. Thank you so much, Jokotade. That was absolutely mind-blowing. Honestly, the fact that you took the Solomon approach and the experiential approach, like it was from your experience, it was absolutely amazing. What do you want?
Yeah.
That question keeps ringing in my head. What do you want? Put it on your vision board. And there was something you also said again that I'll probably just paraphrase. And I hope all of us who are listening, I hope we learn one or two things from here, that your job, whatever you're doing, is basically not for you. Yes. It is for others. Yes. You can actually serve through that work you're doing. Yes. You know, so is it good for God and is it good for humanity? Yes. If yes, then give it your best. Think of your customers. It's not just about you. Are your customers happy? What have they said? Or you just want to throw it down their throat, see, you must buy this product. It's not, that's not good enough, you know. So she said, customers, team, and community. Customer, team, and I love your vision board. Great. It was just simple, but I mean, it is loaded. I was like, oh boy. It was a mindset shift from what, you know, I wasn't expecting this. Like, it literally blew my socks away. I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. So guys, there's been a balance here. So you see, we've had Dr. Vivian, we've had Dr. Vivian Suru John-Denk, we've had Mariana, you know, and now we're having Vivian Jokotade. And then you tell us about this. There's actually a balance, and it is so amazing. So amazing. This was absolutely amazing. I'm going to have to read some of the comments to you. I don't know if we have any questions. Someone said, oh, you just revealed my mentality for 2021. Business is not about you, but about others. Absolutely fantastic. Excellent. Business is not about you, but about others. Someone says, great job. Yes, indeed. This was great. I'm sure a lot of us will be changing our perspectives right now about, you know, as we're writing. I'm glad we're all taking notes. So I'm glad that we're going to be changing our perspectives, you know, in terms of how we fill in our vision boards. I'm still thinking of, I'm still looking for customers. I'm sorry, you see, I'm already ahead. I'm still looking for questions, you know, but all I say is, you've done an amazing job. I'm sure we'll have questions at the end of the session. Thank you so much. Okay, to my audience, you guys have been fantastic. Thank you for staying with us this long. I know it's not easy, but thank you so much for being with us. You guys have been amazing. Your comments are telling us that you're actually following through with this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I'm sure you're writing, but don't forget, it is still Take Chat 2021. And don't forget to use the hashtag. Don't forget to share, and do not forget to subscribe. While all of the speakers were talking, their handles were scrolling, you know, at the bottom of the screen. So please make sure you follow them and get to know them. Get to know them beyond here. Like we said, you want to build you want to have around you people who will motivate you, not just the people who will be telling you, oh, you did an amazing job, when it really you didn't do good. Okay, so you want to follow them. All right, I'm going to be taking, I know I'll be bringing up my next guest, who is the convener, but I want to take this announcement again so you can hear me, because I saw someone say, is it an online event? Is it an offline event? What are we supposed to do? So I'm going to take it again. And like I said, I'm learning from what Mariana Thomas said. She said, Visualize how you want to feel. And that's the reason why I said it is called the reawakening love, not love. I want to feel it. So when you say the word love, it feels differently. It's not the same, right? It is called reawakened love. Okay, so I want you to bring out your phone. You see that little thing there that looks like you don't understand it? It's the QR code. So bring out of your phones, go to your camera, and just put it over the screen. It is going to scan it, and it is going to come up. A code is going to come up, or a link is going to come up, and then you can register for the event. And of course, it is an online event. It is not offline. It's an online event, and we're still trying to keep the rules of the social distancing for now. So it is an online event. It promises to be very exciting. It is happening in February 2021 on the 13th of February, because it is a month of love. Okay, so I want all of you to register. Bring out your phones and use the QR code to register. The link will come up and you can just register. Please mark your calendars on that day. It is going to be amazing, fantastic. There'll be lots of games and informations for all of us to receive. Okay, so I'm going to be bringing my next guest, but before I bring her on, let me just say this to all of us who are receiving a lot of information right now, right? Information is good, but don't be an information junkie. Don't just pack on information, right? Let's take this information a step further. Let's make it a revelation, because most of the things you're hearing are secrets. They're revelational secrets. And what you do is to practicalize them. And that's the only way you can make progress. So all of these beautiful things you're hearing today, don't just say, I attended this conference, it was good, it was awesome, it was this. Without action, it is not going to work. Remember, if the devil has strategies, you ought to be wiser, because you can beat him at his game. So be wiser. Put all these things you have learned to work. Okay. So my next guest. However, before I bring her up, I'm still insisting, if you have questions, please ask. We're going to be answering your questions. All of the speakers are still here. They're going to be answering your question. So my next guest is Seun Akinloton. She is the convener of this Take Charge 2021. Seun Akinloton is an environmental scientist, entrepreneur, a certified brand strategist, a speaker, a coach, a trainer, a blogger, and the author of the book Unequal that has sold in 30 states in Nigeria. She has 16 years as an environmentalist with expertise in solid waste management and pollution prevention technique. Amazing. She runs a creative agency that specializes in branding, digital marketing, and website development for entrepreneurs, right? She's also the convener of the Power Woman. I'm sure you can all remember that, for those of you who attended that conference. She's a John Maxwell certified coach, speaker, and trainer. She's worked with several individuals and organizations around the world, adding value to them. Now, she's going to be teaching us on creating a vision board for your personal life. She's going to be teaching us on creating a vision board for your personal life. If there's anything that I love about this event that we're having now, is the fact that it is balanced. It is balanced. We're not just talking about one specific side, but we're talking about everything. So it is balanced. So the next beautiful face you're going to be seeing is Seun Akinloton. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for staying with us. Hello, Seun Akinloton. You look absolutely gorgeous. I love your hair.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you. All right. So we're going to learn about how to create a personal vision. And like Quinette said, I'm the founder of On Point Success. I'm a certified John Maxwell coach, speaker, teacher, and trainer. All right. Before we get started, I was thinking about this, And I know we've watched some videos. I know I did an interview when we first started, but I just wanted to define vision. Vision without action is merely a dream. So, you know how we say, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you can say, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become a pharmacist. If you don't act towards it, if you don't sign up for that course, if you don't sign up for that exam, it's just a dream. And action without vision, you're just passing the time. Vision with action is the only thing that can change your world. And this is kind of reinforcing what Queenette just said. You can attend this event. If you don't take that action to actually sit down, focus, spend time with yourself, because you are the most important person in your world. If you don't take time to sit down with yourself, you're just hallucinating at its best. So make sure that as you've listened to this event, you've listened to all the speakers, go back, watch it. If your focus is on your career in 2021, go back and watch Dr. Vivian. If your focus is solely on your wellness and health, go back and watch Mariana's session. If you want to improve in your business, you want your dreams for your business to come true, you want to watch Jokotade. Now, my own session is on personal vision, because I believe that if you are okay with yourself, then you can manifest greater things in the things that concern you. So if you are not okay from within, remember Mariana said that being healthy, wellness, it starts from within. If you are not at peace with yourself, it's hard for you to be at peace with other people. Now, you may be asking, why do I need a personal vision? You know what? All great achievements start with a personal vision. Your vision, to me, is simply your life. I posted something this morning online. I said, you have only one shot at this thing called life. You know, nobody is escaping this part of the world, this equation. Nobody is escaping the art of life. So you're here, and then you live for a certain number of years. Nobody knows when. We all pray to grow old, but you only have one shot to get it right. So your vision is simply your life. Your vision is your driver. It gives you a sense of direction. So I don't know what your personal vision is. For some, it might be you want to gain more confidence in 2021. Maybe it's your confidence that is getting in the way. Some people might say they want to gain more clarity. Some people might say that, you know what, I want to be a trailblazer. Some people might say that I want to improve my productivity. Whatever your personal vision is, it is achievable as long as you are committed to writing it down, setting those SMART goals, like I described earlier, and I'm going to repeat myself on that very soon, setting the SMART goals, and then actually taking the time to implement all these things. So today, I want us to focus on 3 aspects of our personal vision, because I believe these are the things that we all need to focus on. First is what you know. The second thing is who you are. And the third thing is who you know. And I'm going to explain how all these things work. Before you get started, you have to take stock of where you are. You need to know, okay, what exactly do I know right now? Who am I when people are not seeing me? And who do you know? Because if you don't have those 3 things together, it's going to be very hard for you to achieve that level of success that you're looking for. So please be sure to take stock of where you are, then use that as a yardstick to project to where you want to be. One note of caution I would like to provide is you need to put yourself in a place whereby you don't want to compare yourself with other people. You know, You might be looking at me right now and say, oh, she got everything together. Or maybe you're looking at certain results that I'm getting and you're questioning yourself. But the truth of the matter is we are all on different levels in our journey. Some people started 10 years ago. I started on Point Success in 2014. Some people started 5 years ago. Some people have better strategies than the others. So you don't want to get into that trap of comparing yourself with other people. Remember, it's a personal vision. It's customizable to you. And you need to be brutally honest with yourself. One thing that stands in the way of a lot of people is that we are too busy. And when you're busy, you don't hear that still small voice. So you need to create time. Even after this session, you need to create time, even if it's just 1 hour, that you are by yourself so you can think clearly and do great things. So let's talk about who you are. Have you ever heard of a quote that says that your income is directly proportional to your personal development? That's true because it has worked for me. You need to become a better person before you can achieve great things. So it might come with things that like time management. Some people don't know how to manage their time. It's something I'm still struggling with as well. So I don't know what you want to do or who you are right now, but some examples could be maybe you want to become more positive in 2021. You watched that video. Pessimism does not lead anyone anywhere. You can have all the tools and resources in the world. If you're a pessimistic person, you're always seeing the glass half empty, you're not going to go anywhere. So that's something that you might need to work on. I don't know you, but I'm just giving examples. So you need to question yourself. You need to ask yourself, who am I? And what are the things that I want to become in 2021? Do you want to become more patient? Do you want to become more disciplined? Do you want to become more committed to your goals, to your family, to your friends? Who you are truly, truly matters. So instead of trying to wonder and think about other people, trying to compare yourself, try to work on specific things about who you are. And when I'm talking about who you are, it's on the inside. It's an inside job. It's that person that others might not necessarily see, because sometimes you might have two different images. When you go out there, people think you're something else. When you are by yourself, that's the time to be honest. If you're not honest with yourself, it's going to be really hard for you to be honest with other people. So after you deal with who you are, the next thing I believe you should do is what you know. Dr. Vivian talked extensively about this, so I'm not going to go into details. She talked about skills. She talked about soft skills. She talked about hard skills. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what are the soft skills that I want to gain in 2021? I gave some examples. I said, maybe you want to work on problem solving. Maybe you want to work on being a team player. You want to work on your leadership skills, communication, critical thinking. Dr. Vivian mentioned emotional intelligence. That's very key in the workplace. Even if you're a business owner, even if you're a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, you need soft skills to make you stand out wherever you go. And then hard skills, it depends. It's personal, right? We're talking about personal vision. I gave examples. Cooking, maybe you want to learn a certain dish. Do you know that when you do something by yourself, I'm going to give you a concrete example. When we planned the Power Woman experience, at the end of that event, I felt better. It's like my self-esteem grew because I learned so many things during the planning phase that at the end of the day, no one can take it from me. And that's what is special about knowledge. It's power. It makes you powerful. No one can take what you know away from you. If you have a house and you happen to go on vacation, God forbid you come back and someone broke into your home. They took your TV, furniture, whatever, all your belongings. your knowledge stays with you. What you know stays inside of you. And when you know things, you can easily replicate those results. So if you know certain people that they have material wealth, and then all of a sudden something happens and they are not able to replicate that thing, that's questionable. When you have knowledge, when you invest in knowledge, it yields the greatest return. So no matter where you are, it's not, your knowledge is not a function of location. So when you know something, you can easily replicate it, whether you live in the US, whether you live in the UK, whether you live in Nigeria, wherever you live in the world, you are able to replicate what you know, and you are able to add value wherever you find yourself. Who you know? You know, we can talk all day about vision and all the things that we want to put on our vision boards. But if we are not connected to the right people, remember Dr. Vivian shared about mentors and sponsors. Mentors are those that have gone ahead of you. They have achieved those things. You need them. You need them. You need a mentor. You can't survive by your own self. You need a mentor. And sponsors are people that are in a room. They are speaking on your behalf. So who do you know? My question to you today is, who do you know? Because if you want to really climb that ladder, it is only people that can help you get there faster. You need people. People need you. It's a two-way street. If you try to climb those steps by yourself, yes, you may be able to do it, but you might get there late, you might trip and fall. But when you have people, and when I'm talking about people, I'm talking about good people. So as you think about 2021, ask yourself, who do I need to know? Who do I need to meet? And I always like to say that you are the average of 5 people that are closest to you. Who are you surrounding yourself with? It's very, very important in 2021. Now, let's talk about filling out the vision board. I've talked about the things that you need to do, who you are, what you know, and who you know. Specific steps that you need to take to fill out your vision board is that you list 3 things. I'm a big fan of 3. You don't need to have a long list, especially if you're just getting started, so that you will not be overwhelmed. And you need 3 things. When you're setting these goals, when you're writing those things on your vision board, use the SMART principle, the SMART goal principle. I explained it earlier. I'm going to say it again. You need to be specific. Your goal needs to be measurable. It needs to be actionable, realistic, and also time-bound. So we're talking about 2021. That's our time-bound. But you can also break it down. So for example, I love to break down my goals by the quarter. So I can say the first quarter of 2021, these and these are the things that I want to achieve based on who I am, who I know. I have a list of people that I want to meet. And then what I know, I have a list of skills that I plan to acquire every year. So those are the things you need to work on. But I would encourage you to have a list of 3. Have a list of 3. It's okay to start small. And then when you finish with those 3, you can then add more. Or if you are more experienced, maybe you've been doing vision boards for so many years and you know how to do this, you can feel free to go for more than 3 or whatever works for you. Remember, this is a personal vision. This is a vision that you have for your life. Some people might say that they want to acquire 10 skills in 2021. And maybe your own vision is just to acquire just 1 skill. It's fine. We're different. Our visions are different. So don't judge yourself by what other people are doing. Be confident in yourself. I always say something, be satisfied with yourself. So don't compare yourself. Just go ahead, list 3 things that you like to improve in who you are, and list out the specific steps you would take and by when. List it out so that you have a time that you're working towards, it inspires you to take action. When you are done doing all those 3 things, you list 3 things who you want to meet, list 3 things in what you want to improve about yourself, list 3 things or 3 skills that you would love to acquire in 2021. Remember, like I said in the beginning, you can only get results when you take action. And right now, I'm also telling you that to get that goal, to make sure that that goal becomes a reality, that vision goes from being a vision and becoming a reality, it can only happen if you play. So I'm telling you, you can only hit your target if you play. And I'm encouraging you to take a shot today. Thank you very much. And I'm open to your questions. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and I will be answering your questions.
No, don't tell me you're done. Like I want more. I wonder what others are feeling. I want more.
I know, but
like I want more.
Everything that has been said, we had great speakers, great presenters. I don't want to repeat everything that has been said. So put everything together and just take that action. I want to see your vision board. I would love to see your vision board.
It was really, I love the simplicity of your presentation. Actually, it was really beautiful. And I love the angles you took. What you already know, who you know. I did mine the reverse. And
exactly.
Who am I? Yeah. And who am I? Like, who am I actually, stood up for me, because most times you tend to compare yourself to people. And like you rightly mentioned, you never know the journeys of people. You don't know what their destiny is. So you can't keep comparing, because every time it's like, I'm trying to reach a particular goal, but I keep looking back to want to find out I will never get there. So you keep comparing yourself to people, you will never get there.
Quick story. Let me tell you a quick story. So there was a particular, I'm going to try to shield identity, but there was a particular lady, she had given birth, and she gave birth out of wedlock, for example. So they were questioning her, and she said, "Oh, Auntie Shio," she mentioned my name during the questioning. And the question was, well, Auntie Shio got married before she had a baby. So she was saying that, she had a baby at the age that Auntie Shion had a baby as well. So that's comparison, even in the wrong way. A lot of people like to compare. They say, she's doing something. Okay, I want to do it too. But the question is, where are you in your own journey? Comparison, where are you in your own journey? You have to be realistic. And you have to be brutally honest with yourself. If you're not brutally honest with yourself, you're just going to be running the rat race, and you will never be fulfilled. You will never be able to move up. You will never be able to actualize all those things that you truly, truly want to achieve.
You're so right. You have to be brutally honest. And you said becoming a better person. In everything you do, the goal is to strive to become a better person. Try to work on specific things. And that, like I said, every speaker and every theme is tied to each other. It just brings me back to what Mariana Thomas said. You live from inside out. Be specific. What is that thing that you know is lacking in your personal life? Is it discipline? Plug it in. What is it? Yes. Do you think that I have an issue with consistency? Be consistent. Find an accountability partner that will put you through consistency. Who are you? Take stock of where you are and be brutally honest with yourself. You can't lie. You can lie to the world, but you cannot lie to yourself. The minute you begin to lie to yourself, you are setting yourself up for failure. The minute you begin to lie to yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure. And then there's some other thing you said that I'm like, this is so true. It's something that, as we grow up, as the world changes, yes, certain things that we know begin to change, philosophies and all of that, but certain things are just a constant. It's like a foundation. You
Yes.
are the average of the 5 people you know.
Absolutely. If you surround yourself with 5 no future ambition people,
clueless people, you become clueless. No matter how intelligent you were before, you suddenly become clueless, because remember, people come with their presence and they have a spirit. So every time you sit down to talk about clueless stuff, they're just placing on you something that is so, I don't know, it's so ugly. And then you're wondering, how did I become like this? However, you've heard it from Sheon, you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Now, are we saying that, oh, your friends are bad? No, we've told you the first thing you should do, go and take stock of where you are right now and see. Honestly, guys, to be frank and sincere, it might be a hard pill for all of us, including Sheon, Jokotade, Mariana, Doctor, including all of them that have spoken to you. It might be a hard truth for us to swallow. But the honest truth is, if you lie to yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure. You have to tell yourself, I no longer need this person anymore because the person is not improving. Then let go. Let go. People are in your life for a specific time. Some of them are not going to be there for the long haul. No, they're just going to be there to serve a purpose and then move on. Okay.
You know one thing I also say, if you are not growing with me, you are not going with me. So you're going to be left behind, because this bus is moving. This train
it's just going to be like that animation you left. It was so funny. Like, you actually saw these people do it as a team.
Yes.
You actually crossed with them and you saw them going. And then you still sat down and you're like,
it's not possible.
It's not possible. I don't think it's going to work. You know,
I live in India. It's not possible.
You know,
in UK, it's not possible. Yes, it's not going to be possible if you think it's not possible.
Yes, and you are the one who is setting yourself up, because you are the first to actually knock yourself out. You're not even giving yourself a chance to actually just say, I can do this. The first thing you're like, no, I can't do this. It's not possible. I'm sure that with all that we have learned today, we can begin to, we've had a mindset shift. We've had these things are realistic. And I love the fact that you said just 3. You can, the reason, I'm sure some people are like, oh, I can handle 5. But the thing is, you can have your board filled with 20 things. And at the end of the day, you feel overwhelmed. You might not even be able to do 2. So why don't you just take it, 3, measure it, if it's quarterly, monthly, and like Dr. Vivian said, really, that particular thing she said, and I think we should, is to invest in reading books. The miracle you need might just be in a book. It's not going to come in a red suit in the night when you sleep, you saw a vision. It might not always be like that. It might just be inside a book. It might just be that you're going to go back to watching this video when we're done again.
Yes.
To reinforce some of the learnings.
Absolutely.
To reinforce some of the things that we have heard. It might just be your aha moments. You never can tell, but don't take, this is the one time that you're going to have to be intentional about your vision board. It's not just a normal ritual that you do every year, but you have to be intentional about this. Thank you so much. I'm still trying to go through the comment section to look for.
Yes, someone had a question about getting the PowerPoint or presentation for the speakers.
Oh yes, so I saw that.
Well, thank you for that question. I don't think that will be possible, but one way you can get around that is watch this video again. You can pause, you can, especially when you watch on your laptop or your computer, you can even put it on your TV so that you can see the entire presentation. So you want to watch this video again, and also be sure to share with others. The journey is sweeter and merrier when you bring other people.
And I would also like to add this, in the course of the year, when we get into 2021, I'm sure you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm writing so I don't forget certain things, because I'm part of this. I'm doing my vision board as well. So I know that you've done your vision board and you've watched the video before.
Yeah.
I said initially when we started, I don't know if a lot of you heard it, I said repetition is a deep law of a long and lasting impression. You have to continuously watch this video. You can watch it again, maybe once, maybe in January, just watch it once to reemphasize yourself, to check, to see if you're in check.
Yes.
February, come again and watch it. it might the reason we're saying this is, do not clog yourself with so many things that you're not able to do certain things.
You
If
get
it's just
overwhelmed.
one, if it's just one mentor or two mentors you want to have in the year, just have them, because like I said, we are having information. However, it is revelation, because we're going to practicalize it. Don't become an information junkie and you're taking from here, and then at some point you're confused. You want clarity. That's why we're doing the vision board, right? You want clarity. That's why you want to hear one voice. And the good book says, my shepherd, my sheep hear my voice, so they follow. They do not hear a random voice, because when they hear a random voice, they cannot follow, because that's not the voice that they are accustomed to. Right? There are so many people speaking, but be careful who is speaking. I remember you wrote something about this. Who is speaking into your life, and whatever and the things that you are collecting.
So some
Right?
people don't have the authority to speak into your life, because the grace and the power that you carry is so much more. So you have to be strategic. You have to be discerning about who it is that is speaking into your life, because whoever is speaking into your life can affect your destiny. They have a way of shaping your psyche. So you need to be really, really careful. This is something that you shouldn't joke with. It is not every party that you are invited to that you should attend. There are some environments that you don't want to be seen in, because the power you carry is just going to be repelling whatever power is there. So you need to be truly, truly intuitive, discerning, and also be strategic about who you are aligning with, when and where.
Yes, that's I'm so glad that you said that, right? And thank you so much, guys, for sticking with us. I know this has been a lengthy amount of hours, but trust me, for you to achieve certain successes in life, there's certain sacrifices you have to make. This is 3 hours. Some of us can just decide to just watch 5 movies on Netflix and it's over 6 hours and we don't even know. But this is very instrumental to the next phase of your life. Sheon, there was something you said now that it reminds me of something that happened to me a couple of years ago. I think maybe it was 2 years ago or so. I can't remember. I was just busy crying. I'm like, but I've done this. Oh God. I was just going, and you know me, I'm so hard. I was crying. And I just heard this specific thing, right? I think I said it 2 weeks ago to a group of people that I was invited to speak. And that was the first time I was saying it. And I'm going to say it here. And I think that sometimes we take these things for granted. And I specifically heard it. He said, I am shielding you from certain people that do not have a right to be exposed to your destiny. And I'm like, huh?
Yes.
Like, you are not, because by the time you expose yourself to them, they can contaminate your destiny. Exactly what you were saying.
Yes.
They do not have the right to speak over you, because they are not the ones that were sent to you. So, guys, we're in a different age. The AI age, we're going to be hearing a lot of things. So be careful, right? Be really careful who you expose yourself to. Be very, very careful. And the words you speak to yourself as well. Thank you so much, Shane Akinloto. This has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
Everyone.
Okay, before we have the vote of thanks, I have like a little bit of announcements to make. So please just stick with me. I won't waste your time. We'll be rounding up very soon. Okay. So I'm sure you've been hearing me talk about the Power Woman experience. Every time, the Power Woman experience. The Power Woman experience was actually a powerful experience in August 2020. It was an amazing event. And we're going to be having the Power Woman experience again, August 21st, 2021. So I want all of us to begin to register from today. Like I said, things are being done differently. We're getting into the AI age. So just bring out your phones, open your camera, and put it in that little black box that you see there. And then a link will come out, and then you just click on it, and then you can register for the Power Woman experience. It is going to be an amazing event. Trust me. Dr. Vivian was on the last one, and a lot of people, I saw someone in the comment section saying that, whoa, Dr. Vivian changed her mindset, during the Power Woman experience. You do not want to miss this. It's going to be power packed. We have amazing speakers for you. It's going to be life changing as well. Okay. And then we also will be needing, if you want to volunteer, we will be needing volunteers as well. And if you know you're interested in doing this, I know it's volunteering. I know it can be time consuming, and it is a good thing when we volunteer, right? So if you know you want to volunteer, just send us a mail, send an email to thepowerwomanexperience@gmail.com. If you want to volunteer for the Power Woman Experience, please send a mail to thepowerwomanexperience@gmail.com. I'll take that again. Send a mail to thepowerwomanexperience@gmail.com. It is actually scrolling down beneath my name. You can see it. thepowerwomanexperience@gmail.com. If you want to volunteer for this amazing event, please, please, please send us a mail. Now, all of these events that are being brought to you by On Point Business Success, some of them are sponsored by other people. And some of these events also are done freely for all of us. Like a lot of us right now, we're watching this for free. I know a lot of vision board parties that are being paid for. Now, a lot of work gets into all of this, the organization, those who volunteer, a lot of data, a lot of things that you do not see people actually donate towards this thing. So if you want to donate, donations are welcome. Now, we're not forcing, we're actually asking if you want to donate. Nothing is too small, okay? It takes a lot to organize this event. So you can donate through PayPal or GTB. Like I said before, bring out your phones, open your camera, put it on that little box, and the link will come out. It will scan it and bring out the QR code, and then a link will come up, and then you can register for the event. You can start donating today. I'm sure you'll be like, oh, what is my 1,000 naira going to do? It's going to do a lot for a volunteer who is going to be posting consistently. That would get data. It would do something, so you can start donating from today. Do not wait to get the big about that. I'm waiting till I get maybe 10,000 naira or 100,000 naira or $1,000, before I donate. No, the little amount you have can go a long way. So if you are willing to donate, please, donations are welcomed, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you. So please register for the event, and then you can also donate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Remember, the hashtag is still TakeChat2021. Now, okay, I'm going to talk about one more thing. I'll be leaving very soon. Okay. I'm seeing comments. Don't mind. She's the power woman and she's pretending here. I don't know what that is. I'll come back to that. Don't mind. Okay. So I want all of us to, even after the event, after this vision board is over, I would like to see a lot of us take pictures, right, of your completed vision board. Share your completed vision board. Take a picture of your completed vision board and post it on your social media handles. You can tag all of the speakers who have spoken today. We have actually been scrolling their handles, during the course of the event. You want to do that and use the hashtag TakeChat2021. Okay. I'm not saying that you should post it so everybody sees what you can just put it, because sometimes it's good to conceal what you're doing, right? So you can actually just let me use my cute little stuff here. So let's say this is my vision board, for example. I can stand afar off and take a picture, and then I can post it, right? But make sure you post a picture of your complete vision board and put the hashtag and tag all of the speakers who have spoken today. It would be nice to see that. And then, Sheon, we would want to hear your vote of thanks. However, we will want to talk about accountability partners. On this journey, you need accountability partners. Now, you would always hear me refer to the good book I read, okay? I'm a Christian and I'm a woman of faith, so I would refer to that. Now, remember, I talked about the devil having a strategy, and it sounded funny. Now, when Jesus came, he couldn't do all of the things he came to do by himself, right? He couldn't do that. He had his 12. Then he had his 70. Then he had 3. Then he had 7. Because he knew that different people, he needed this set of people for this particular work as at this time. Then he needed a larger amount of people as at this time. You need somebody. You can't push through all by yourself. You need a community. You need to surround yourself with people. Okay? So you need accountability partners. You can have two. You can have one, right? So you need accountability partners on this journey you're about to take, right? So you can reach out to people and ask them to be your accountability partners, and don't get upset if they say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm already, there's so many people. But however, remember, be discerning when you want to choose an accountability partner. But most importantly, choose an accountability partner that suits what you want to do. Okay, if it's possible to have five, fine. I want to have one accountability partner in terms of wellness. That's good. I want to have one in terms of career. That's awesome. Okay, but make sure you have an accountability partner going forward with your vision board, right? It will make the work easier for you, and it puts you on your toe because somebody is there to say, oh, have you done this? Someone is also checking on you while you're checking yourself. I remember what Dr. Vivian said: motivation is not what you have, it is what you do. Okay, motivation is not what you have, it is what you do. Okay, so we have actually come to the end of this amazing event. I'm still looking forward to having your questions. If you have any questions for us, was that Dr. Vivian? Oh, I'm sorry. That was Mariana Thomas. I'm so sorry. Mariana Thomas was the one who said motivation is not what you have, but what you do. I am so sorry for that little mistake. She said, it is what you do and not what you have. So you have to constantly work. Okay. Someone is saying, is it the end? We have to let you go so you can go and, create your vision board and think about all of the things that you have learned today. So I'm going to be inviting Shewa Kiloton to come and give a vote of thanks, and say something to all of us. And then we can sign out.
Yes. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for attending this vision board event. It's themed Take Charge. I want you to go ahead, create your vision board, and take charge in 2021. I would like to thank everyone that made this possible, from our facilitators to our host, Quinette, our production manager, and all friends that pitched in one thing or the other. I'm truly, truly grateful for all that you've done and all that you will do, because I'm still coming again. I'm Oliver Twist. I always want more. All right. So thank you very much. I am looking forward to seeing your vision boards. Don't forget to tag us on social media. Don't forget to follow. Remember to always visit the website, check the latest updates as well. I wish you all the best in 2021. And for me, I would say be exceptional, be intentional, and be on point. Thank you.